No.1 Most Important Skill. Good evening, champions. Let me tell you something. When people look at me, they see the success, the trophies, the goals, the moments. But behind all of that, there's one thing that makes it possible, one skill that changes everything. It's not speed, strength, or even talent. The No.1 Most Important Skill is the ability to be consistent. Consistency is the foundation of greatness. Talent can win you a game, but consistency wins championships. It's not about being great once, it's about being great again and again, no matter the circumstances. You train when no one is watching, you grind when it hurts, and you show up every single day with the same hunger. When I was a boy in Madeira, people told me I was talented, but talent alone was never enough. I trained harder, stayed longer, and pushed further than anyone else. Why? Because I knew that consistency would make me not just good, but the best. To be consistent, you need discipline, you need a plan, a goal, and the courage to sacrifice. Forget excuses, they don't belong on the path to success. You don't feel like training today, you do it anyway. Tired. Keep going. That's the mindset of a champion. And listen carefully, consistency isn't just about football or any sport, it's about life. Whatever you want to achieve, whether it's in business, family, or your dreams, show up every day and do the work. Because when you stay consistent, the results will come. So I challenge you, find that fire inside. Commit to the grind. And remember, success doesn't just happen, it's built one day, one step, one consistent effort at a time. Start with passion. Passion is the foundation of everything great. When you wake up every morning, what drives you? What makes you want to jump out of bed and chase your dreams? That's passion. It's not something you can fake, it's something that comes from deep inside. You need to find what sets your soul on fire, because without passion, everything feels like a chore. When you love what you do, work doesn't feel like work. You don't count the hours, the days, or the years. You just keep going because you enjoy the journey. It's the feeling of being alive, of knowing that what you're doing matters to you. Passion gives you purpose, and with purpose, you become unstoppable. But passion isn't always loud. Sometimes it's quiet determination. It's not about screaming from the rooftops. It's about that burning feeling inside you that says, this is what I want. When you have passion, you don't need anyone to push you. You push yourself. Passion is the first step to greatness, but it's not the only step. Many people have passion, but they let it fade. Why? Because they don't protect it. You have to protect your passion like it's the most valuable thing you own. Don't let negativity or doubt extinguish it. Think about it. If you're passionate, you're willing to work harder, sacrifice more, and go further than someone who's just interested. Interest fades, but passion stays. It grows stronger with every challenge you face, because challenges remind you why you started. Passion is what separates the dreamers from the doers. It gives you the energy to keep going when others stop. It's the fuel that keeps your engine running even when the road gets tough. Without it, you're just going through the motions. But passion isn't handed to you. You have to find it, you have to dig deep, explore, and be honest with yourself about what you really want. It might take time, but when you find it, you'll know. It's like a spark that ignites a fire inside you. Once you find your passion, commit to it. Don't just dip your toes in the water, dive in. Give it everything you've got, because that's the only way to see what you're truly capable of. Half-hearted effort won't cut it. Passion deserves your full commitment. Passion makes the hard work worth it. It turns struggles into stepping stones. When you're passionate, you don't see obstacles as problems, you see them as opportunities to grow. You embrace the challenges because they bring you closer to your goal. People who lack passion often look for shortcuts, but there are no shortcuts to greatness. Passion teaches you patience. It reminds you that the journey is just as important as the destination. You learn to enjoy the process because you're doing what you love. Passion also attracts the right people into your life. When you're passionate, others notice. They see your energy, your drive, and your determination. It inspires them, and you start building a network of like-minded individuals who share your vision. But don't confuse passion with perfection. You don't have to be perfect to be passionate. In fact, passion often comes with failures and mistakes. It's not about avoiding them, it's about using them as fuel to get better. Passion keeps you grounded. It reminds you of why you started and where you're going. It's the constant in a world that's always changing. No matter what happens, your passion is your anchor. Above all, passion is a gift. Not everyone discovers theirs, so if you found yours, cherish it. Use it to create something meaningful. Use it to make an impact. Because when you live with passion, you live without regret. Discipline over motivation. Motivation is temporary, but discipline is permanent. There are days when you'll feel motivated, full of energy, ready to take on the world. Those days are easy. But what about the days when you don't feel like it? That's when discipline steps in. Discipline is what keeps you going when motivation fades. Motivation is like a spark, it ignites the fire, but it doesn't keep it burning. Discipline is the fuel that ensures the fire never goes out. It's waking up early when you'd rather stay in bed. It's showing up when no one else is watching. It's doing the work no matter how you feel. Discipline isn't something you're born with, it's something you build. It's like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Every time you choose discipline over excuses, you're reinforcing a habit that will serve you for the rest of your life. Excuses are easy, but they're also dangerous. They give you an out, a reason to stop. Discipline, on the other hand, gives you a reason to keep going. It reminds you of your goals, your dreams, and your potential. It keeps you focused on the bigger picture. Think about the best in any field. They're not always the most talented, but they are the most disciplined. Talent can give you a head start, but discipline determines how far you'll go. It's what separates the good from the great. Discipline isn't glamorous. It's not something people see or celebrate. It's the behind-the-scenes work, the countless hours of practice, the sacrifices no one knows about. But those are the moments that define you. When you're disciplined, you don't rely on motivation to carry you through. You create routines, systems, and habits that make success inevitable. You take the decision-making out of the equation because you've already decided to commit. Discipline also teaches you resilience. There will be setbacks, failures, and moments of doubt. Discipline helps you push through those moments. It reminds you that every step forward, no matter how small, is progress. It's not about being perfect. Discipline doesn't mean you'll never slip up. It means that when you do, you get back on track. You don't let one mistake derail your progress. You learn from it and keep moving forward. Discipline is also contagious. When you're disciplined, you inspire others to be disciplined too. Your actions set an example, and your consistency becomes a source of motivation for those around you. You don't need to feel like doing something to do it. That's the power of discipline. It separates feelings from actions. It's not about waiting for the right moment. It's about creating the right moment through effort and persistence. Discipline requires sacrifices. You have to give up what's easy for what's important. You have to say no to distractions, temptations, and anything that doesn't align with your goals. It's not always fun, but it's always worth it. At the end of the day, discipline gives you freedom. The freedom to achieve your goals, to live life on your terms, to reach your potential. It's not a restriction, it's a tool for empowerment. When you build discipline, you build confidence. You prove to yourself that you can do hard things, that you can stay committed, that you can achieve what you set out to do. It's a cycle that fuels itself. So don't wait for motivation to find you. Build discipline, and you'll never have to rely on motivation again. Set clear goals. A champion without a clear goal is like a ship without a destination. It drifts, it wanders, but it never truly arrives. Setting goals gives you purpose, direction, and something to aim for every single day.
Goals transform dreams into action plans, and action plans create results.
When I was young, I didn't just dream of playing football. I set goals. I wanted to play professionally, then I wanted to be the best player in Portugal and then in the world. Each goal was specific, and I worked tirelessly to achieve it. That's the power of clarity. Your goals must be clear. Saying, I want to be successful isn't enough. Success means different things to different people. Define your success. What does it look like? What does it feel like? Write it down and visualize it every day. Break your big goals into smaller ones. If you want to climb a mountain, you don't look at the peak and think about how high it is. You focus on the next step. Small, consistent wins build momentum and keep you moving forward. Goals aren't just about the result, they're about who you become in the process. A clear goal pushes you to improve, to learn, to grow. It forces you to leave your comfort zone and become the person capable of achieving it. Don't let fear limit your goals. People might tell you to aim lower, to be more realistic. Ignore them. Greatness isn't realistic, it's extraordinary. Set goals that scare you a little and excite you a lot. But goals alone won't get you there. You need a plan. A goal without a plan is just a wish. Break it down into actionable steps and then commit to taking those steps every single day. Stay adaptable. Goals may evolve as you grow. That's okay. Adjust your path if needed, but never lose sight of the bigger picture. Flexibility doesn't mean giving up, it means finding smarter ways to win. Goals give you focus. They cut through the noise and help you prioritize what truly matters. When you have a clear goal, distractions lose their power because you know where you're headed. Celebrate your progress. Every step forward, no matter how small, is a step closer to your goal. Recognize the milestones along the way. They remind you that you're capable of achieving what you set out to do. A goal is your promise to yourself. Keep it. No excuses, no shortcuts, just pure commitment. When you honor your goals, you build self-respect and confidence. When you achieve one goal, set another. Never stop growing. Life is about constant improvement, and each goal you achieve is a stepping stone to the next level. Train the mindset. Your mind is your greatest weapon. It's the engine that drives your actions, your decisions, and your life. Without the right mindset, even the best skills and plans will fall short. To achieve greatness, you must first believe in it. I've been doubted, criticized, and underestimated many times, but I never let those voices define me. Why? Because my mindset is stronger than their words. You need that same unshakable belief in yourself. Your mindset determines how you handle challenges. Do you see setbacks as failures or as lessons? A strong mindset sees every obstacle as an opportunity to grow. You don't lose, you learn. It's easy to be positive when things are going well, but the true test of your mindset is how you respond when things go wrong. Champions keep their heads up, even in defeat. They analyze, adapt, and come back stronger. Visualization is powerful. See yourself achieving your goals. Picture the moments, the feelings, the celebrations. When you can see it in your mind, it becomes easier to turn it into reality. Train your mind to stay focused. The world is full of distractions, but you must learn to tune them out. Whether it's criticism, negativity, or fear, block it out and stay locked on your target. Surround yourself with positivity. The people around you influence your mindset. Choose those who lift you up, who challenge you to be better, and who believe in your vision as much as you do. Gratitude strengthens your mindset. Focus on what you have, not what you lack. Gratitude shifts your perspective and reminds you of how far you've already come. Develop mental toughness. Life will test you, but you must remain resilient. Stay calm under pressure. Stay disciplined in chaos. And never let emotions control your decisions. Confidence is key. Confidence isn't arrogance, it's belief in your preparation. It's knowing that you've done the work and are ready to deliver. Confidence starts in your mind and shows in your actions. Sacrifice is essential. Sacrifice is the backbone of success. It's something every winner understands. When you're chasing greatness, you have to be willing to give up the ordinary to achieve the extraordinary. There's no shortcut to success, no easy path. Every champion, whether in sports, business, or life, understands the price they pay. Sacrifice is the cost of achieving your dreams, and without it, those dreams remain just that, dreams. You will be forced to make choices every day. The question is, what are you willing to give up? Are you willing to sacrifice time with friends, time for entertainment, and your comfort zone for the chance to create something special? Sacrifice isn't easy, but it's necessary if you want to be among the best. It's about prioritizing your dreams over temporary pleasures. You might have to say no to things you enjoy in the short term to focus on what matters most for your future. When I was growing up, I sacrificed a lot of time with my family, time with my friends, the carefree moments many of my peers were enjoying. But those sacrifices laid the foundation for everything I have now. The rewards didn't come overnight, but I knew that every moment I dedicated to my craft was an investment in my future. Success isn't a matter of luck, it's about putting in the work even when no one's watching. Sacrifice is about discipline. It's choosing the harder path, knowing that the rewards will be greater. There will be nights when you don't feel like working, when you'd rather rest or relax. But it's in those moments that sacrifice matters most. You push through because you understand that every effort counts towards something bigger. Those who avoid sacrifice often find themselves stuck in mediocrity because they're unwilling to take the necessary steps that success demands. It's not always about giving up things that are obvious. Sometimes sacrifice means cutting out distractions, social media, negative influences, or even people who don't support your vision. If something isn't helping you move forward, it's holding you back. Sacrifice the unnecessary so you can focus on what matters most. Sacrifice isn't just about work. It's also about emotional strength. You will face disappointments, failures, and challenges along the way. Sometimes you will be forced to sacrifice your pride and ego, accepting that you're not where you want to be yet. But that humility is a necessary part of the process. Sacrifice your comfort, your pride, and your fear of failure, and what you get in return is growth. Every successful person I know has sacrificed something important along the way. Whether it's time, relationships, or a sense of security, the cost is real, but the payoff is worth it. Sacrifice is a temporary discomfort for long-term success. Sacrifice builds character. It teaches you how to prioritize, how to stay focused, and how to push through challenges. It gives you the mental toughness to endure the tough times and the resilience to keep going when others quit. It makes you understand that the journey to greatness is not about taking the easy route. It's about forging a path that others are unwilling to take. Remember, nothing great is ever achieved without sacrifice. If you're not willing to give up something now, then you're not ready to achieve what you set out to do. Every choice you make has a consequence, and those who understand that sacrifice today equals success tomorrow will be the ones who thrive. So ask yourself, what are you willing to sacrifice for your goals? Are you willing to put in the work when it's hard, to step out of your comfort zone when it's scary, and to make the tough decisions that will set you apart from the rest? If you are, then greatness is within your reach. The sacrifice you make now will be the foundation for everything you achieve in the future. Track progress. Tracking progress is essential to achieving your goals. You can't improve what you don't measure. It's easy to lose track of how far you've come if you don't have a system in place to monitor your growth. This is where tracking progress comes in. It allows you to stay focused, stay motivated, and understand where you are on your journey. I've always kept track of my performance, whether in training or in matches. Every goal, every assist, every match is an opportunity to measure progress. It's how I understand what's working and where I need to improve. Tracking progress helps me stay humble because I can see how far I've come, but it also keeps me hungry because I know there's always room to improve. Progress isn't always linear. You'll have setbacks, plateaus, and moments of doubt. But when you track your progress, you can look back and see that even during the tough times, you were moving forward. It's easy to get discouraged when you don't see immediate results, but when you track the small wins along the way, you realize that growth is happening every day, even if it's not always visible. Tracking doesn't just show you what's going right, it also shows you where you need to adjust. It's a tool for feedback. By reviewing your progress, you can spot areas of weakness and correct them. Whether it's improving your fitness, refining your technique, or adjusting your mindset, tracking gives you the clarity you need to make improvements. When you track your progress, you start to see patterns. You notice what times of day you're most productive, which habits make the biggest impact, and where you're getting the best results. This helps you optimize your routine and create an even more effective path towards success. Progress tracking also builds confidence. As you see small improvements, your belief in yourself grows. You realize that all the hard work is paying off, and that keeps you motivated to keep pushing forward. Confidence doesn't come from the destination, it comes from knowing you're moving toward it every single day. The key to tracking progress is consistency. It's not enough to track one day and then stop. You need to make it a habit. Track every aspect of your growth, whether it's through numbers, goals, or personal reflections. Consistent tracking keeps you aligned with your vision and ensures you stay on course. Don't compare your progress to others. Everyone's journey is different, and everyone grows at their own pace. Tracking your own progress allows you to focus on what's important to you and to celebrate your personal achievements. Sometimes the results might not come as quickly as you want them to, but tracking progress will remind you that the work you're putting in is never wasted. Even the small, invisible steps are part of the process. Progress tracking is also a great way to hold yourself accountable. When you write down your goals, your actions, and your progress, you're forced to be honest with yourself. You can't lie about your efforts when the evidence is right in front of you. Set a system to measure your progress. Whether it's weekly, monthly, or after every game, find a method that works for you. Review your progress regularly and adjust your goals as needed. When you track your growth, you'll never lose sight of where you are or where you need to go. Tracking progress is a key to maintaining motivation. When you hit milestones, no matter how small, you give yourself a reason to celebrate and keep moving forward. It reinforces your belief that success is possible. Lastly, progress tracking allows you to adjust your mindset. It reminds you that success isn't about perfection, it's about improvement. Every day is a chance to get better, and every small win is worth celebrating. Stay hungry, stay humble. The journey to greatness never ends. No matter how successful you become, you must always stay hungry for more. Stay hungry for improvement, for growth, for excellence. Complacency is the enemy of progress. The moment you think you've achieved enough, that's the moment you stop moving forward. I've won numerous titles, but I'm never satisfied. Every time I win something, I immediately start thinking about what's next. That's the hunger that keeps me pushing. It's the drive that makes me want to train harder, perform better, and keep setting new records. The hunger to be the best never fades because, in my mind, there's always more to achieve. Staying hungry means you never rest on your laurels. Every victory, every achievement is just a step toward your next goal. The moment you stop wanting more, you stop growing. The best are always striving for the next level, no matter how high they've climbed. But hunger alone isn't enough. You must also stay humble. Humility is the key that keeps you grounded. No matter how many trophies you collect, how many accolades you earn, you must always remember where you started. Humility keeps you focused on the work and prevents you from becoming arrogant. Staying humble means acknowledging that you haven't reached perfection. It means accepting feedback, learning from others, and always striving to improve. Humility allows you to embrace challenges and setbacks as opportunities for growth rather than obstacles. Humility also helps you build stronger relationships with others. When you remain humble, you inspire those around you to be better as well. People respect those who have achieved success, but still treat everyone with respect no matter their rank. The best athletes, the most successful people, are often the ones who are humble in their accomplishments. They understand that success isn't just about the individual, it's about the journey, the team, and the continuous pursuit of excellence. Staying hungry means staying curious. It means always asking what's next and looking for ways to improve, evolve, and refine. It's the desire to learn more, become better, and keep challenging yourself. The moment you stop being curious is the moment you stop growing. Success can make you proud, but humility reminds you to never forget your roots. It keeps you focused on what truly matters and helps you build a legacy that goes beyond just titles and trophies. Hunger and humility are a powerful combination. When you're hungry for success but humble in your approach, you're able to achieve more than you ever thought possible. You're able to keep striving for greatness while remaining grounded and focused on what's important. To be the best, you must possess focus or relentless determination to pursue your goals with unwavering clarity. When you know exactly where you're headed, you can make every action count. No distractions, no detours, just a laser-like focus on what's important. This is what separates the dreamers from the doers, the ones who talk about success and the ones who actually achieve it. But focus alone isn't enough. Hard work is the true test of your commitment. It's easy to say you want to be great, but it's much harder to show up every day, especially when the work isn't glamorous or when no one is watching. It's about putting in the hours, grinding day in and day out, even when it feels like you're not seeing immediate results. You have to trust the process because the results come later. The work you put in today is the foundation for the success you will see tomorrow. Sacrifice is another pillar of success. Without it, no goal is ever truly achieved. Sacrifice means putting in the extra hours when others are resting, saying no to distractions, and making choices that keep you on track. It's not always easy, but it's necessary. You will be required to give up certain comforts, pleasures, and conveniences in the pursuit of greatness. And while it may be tough in the short term, the rewards in the long term will more than make up for the sacrifices you make. As you work towards your dreams, it's essential to track your progress. This is what keeps you grounded and motivated. Progress tracking ensures that you are moving in the right direction. Every milestone, no matter how small, deserves to be acknowledged. These small wins build confidence and remind you that every step forward counts. And when things aren't going according to plan, tracking allows you to make adjustments and find a better path forward. Success is not a linear path. There will be setbacks, mistakes, and failures along the way. But with the right mindset, these obstacles become opportunities for growth. Mental toughness is vital when facing adversity. It's the ability to stay calm under pressure, to remain disciplined when things get difficult, and to keep moving forward when it feels like the odds are stacked against you. A strong mind is what allows you to turn failure into feedback, to see every challenge as a chance to improve, not as a reason to give up. And while being driven is essential, we must not forget the importance of humility. Humility allows you to stay grounded, to remain teachable, and to never lose sight of your roots. Humility reminds you that no matter how successful you become, there's always more to learn, more to improve, and more to achieve. It helps you stay connected to the people around you, to acknowledge their support, and to lift others up as you rise. Hunger and humility must go hand in hand. Hunger is the fire that keeps you going, the desire to achieve more, to keep raising the bar. But without humility, that hunger can turn into arrogance, and that's when you stop growing. Humility keeps your hunger in check and ensures you stay focused on the process rather than just the rewards. It's about being confident, yet always remembering that success is earned, not given. So remember, this greatness is a choice. It's a daily commitment to show up, to work harder than anyone else, and to stay focused on your goals. It's about making sacrifices when others are not, tracking your progress to ensure you're on the right path, and remaining hungry to achieve more. But it's also about being humble enough to learn, grow, and always improve. Never let your success get to your head, and never stop pushing to be better than you were yesterday. You must own your journey. It's yours and yours alone. No one can walk your path for you, and no one can dictate your pace. You are the one who sets the standards, the one who determines how far you'll go. And while it may feel lonely at times, remember that those who are truly great often walk alone. They walk the path that others are too afraid to walk, and they do the work that others are unwilling to do. In every moment, ask yourself, what are you willing to sacrifice for your dreams? How hard are you willing to work? How focused will you remain when distractions arise? Will you track your progress and adjust when necessary? Will you stay hungry and keep striving for more? Will you remain humble, even at the top? The answers to these questions will determine your future. They will shape your success, mold your character, and define your legacy. You have the power to be extraordinary, but that power lies in your ability to make the right choices every single day. Greatness doesn't come easy. It's earned through consistent effort, resilience, and sacrifice. But when you commit to the process, when you embrace the journey, you'll look back and see that every moment of struggle, every sacrifice, every setback was worth it. Because the life you build, the legacy you create, will be your greatest achievement. Now go out there and make it happen.